Hey guys, this is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Tesla stock. And guys, so as you saw on the thumbnail of this video, that this week could be tricky on Tesla. And why is that? So in this video I'll be going over the price action and the structure of the chart, and all in all, as how what the data and the price action is telling me here on Tesla, and why I think it's tricky, because it all comes down to where the strength of the bulls and the bears are in the price action, right? So we'll take a look at all of that in this video. As for the options data, that will be coming out in another video either today or tomorrow. So guys, with that, please hit the like and subscribe, and also please note, none of this is any financial advice and is only for education purposes. All right. So the first thing I just want to put in perspective is some short volume data actually first today. So let's turn that on, and this is part of my indicator. So I just turned that on. So what I want to bring your attention to is Tesla back over here, right around this area when the price was at around 182. We had like 41% short volume. Anything on Tesla above 35% is high, and anything above 40 is super high on Tesla. Then we were getting 41% short volume here, 42% short volume here. However, you can clearly see that short sellers were trying to break these important critical levels last time. They wanted to break this support zone. Now it's a resistance right now. I'll talk about that in just a second. That's why color is red. But you know what? Let me actually change the color of this to blue because it's more neutral right now. I'll talk about that in just a second. But you can see they were trying to break these significant levels. So high short volume percent was coming in, 41%. And then they tried to break through this 50 and 20 days moving average. You can see 41% and 42% high short volume was coming in because they are trying to change the technicals, right? And however, we found support in those areas and it squeezed out those short sellers, and that's also a reason that we are seeing a good spike. But nevertheless, it's just not solely for that reason. The technicals, this short volume data is one variable in helping us understand where the short sellers are really, hammering it down, right? But anyway, so just want to show you that, yeah, we are seeing high short volume, but I would say, this that's still okay. But when I say it's not okay though, what I mean to say is that around the same price point back over here, you can see that we didn't have usually high short volume. We were getting like 28, 29%. Yes, we had 30, 32, but not as high as 35, 36. So definitely short sellers are trying to keep Tesla stock lower, and they came in some days like 41 and 41, 42% as well. The last time when I saw 41 or 42% on Tesla was quite some time ago. Yeah, it was back over here. This was when Tesla was high up at 263, 264. You can see 42, 44, 44, 44 short volume percent, 44 short, 44 right over here. So this was back in. So whenever such high volume, short volume comes, short interest comes on Tesla on that particular day, that is definitely something to pay attention to. But yeah, but anyways, this is just one variable, not the only influencing factor, but just wanted to show that as well to you guys. All right, let's turn this off. Let's get back to the price action analysis and why this week is tricky going into this week, right? So here's the thing. We again came back into this uptrend right over here, finding support at 20 and 50 days moving average, right? And that's where I was saying that as if Tesla wants to turn bullish again, this would be the time at 20 days moving average. And then we start to form a pivot as well after this spike up. And then as you can see, this blue box previously trying to hold a support, broke, turned resistance here, right? Twice already. But then since we had a pivot, 20 days moving average support with 50 days, we shot up. So we talked about right over here, plays can be taken with the stop loss on the other side, and partial profits needs to be taken up when this spikes happens. Now then, what happened though? this very blue box, $180. And let me show you this on 4 hours interval actually. Why this is so important, because you can see multiple supports, then multiple resistance, then it tried to find support, but then it lost it. So that's where the change of structure was again to the downside, right? But then so then I talked about that if Tesla, which was Friday, then if it can regain 175 and above and can close above 178 or even around 180, which Tesla did, it's between 178 and 180, that means it has regained again that area of potentially demand zone, right? So bulls are taking control as well. So in the favor of bulls, we are above 20 days moving average. All right. We are also back into this demand zone area, the blue box, which means we have taken out again those resistances. We are back again into the support zone, and we are above 50 days moving average. All right. But so that the reason it's tricky, because there's a tug of war between bulls and the bears. So yes, many things are in the bulls' favor. But then also on the bear side, we still haven't taken out this lower high. Technically, there's still a lower high pivot, okay, and a lower low pivot. So technically, we haven't gotten out of it. And that's why I was showing you the short volume percent as well. So just keep an eye. If you start to see 40+% short volume come in, and I mean, if you have access to my indicator, you can see that. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below. I have 2 indicators, 2 trading bots, and Wall Street alerts. Okay. And on Tesla, day trading bots, swing bots are profitable as well. I mean, there will be red days as well, red trade as well, guarantee of nothing on that. But again, you have seen my videos on that already. So that's that. But anyways, yeah. So that's where, as you just know, that the pivot is still downside, right? But in my opinion, guys, I think there's more bullish strength on Tesla. All right, I would say 70 to 75% bulls have a lot more strength. Bears, sure, this pivot is only the thing I'm seeing that is in the bear side, which is lower high, lower low. But I think bulls are taking over again. And eventually, as we can, if we can take out this now pivot as well, like 181, which is not that far away anymore, and we can, let's say 184 and above, that just will push Tesla higher. Okay, going into next week, hopefully if we can get out of this channel, I'll show you on weekly interval in just a second. But yeah, things on Tesla are looking great, and even on hourly interval, we are above 200 hours moving average. So yes, even though Tesla stock is a bit tricky going into this week because of this, just I showed you what the technicals are showing, but there is highly likelihood we will continue higher because we have also gotten out of this lower pivots trend line area, right? Technically, we haven't taken out the pivot yet, but we are looking good to continue in the upward direction, in my opinion. Now, this bullish sentiment of mine is valid. Well, when I say valid, I mean this bullishness will only stay if we stay above 178. If we lose 178, there is another thing, but can find support at 20 and continue higher, or even not break 200, which is still quite low, but we will still have a chance to stay bullish, okay? But if we can stay above 178 and get above 180, and most importantly above 182, we are off to the races again, most likely. So below 178, bull strength will start to decrease from 75 down to 65, 60% or so forth, in my opinion. And if we can stay above 178 and keep going level by level up, then 70%, 75%, 80% and so forth, right? And accordingly, the confidence is built in that direction, right? Yeah. Well, guys, yeah, that's that. Let's go to the weekly interval. And how about before that, I show you my day trading bot as well. So I have made some adjustments as well to my day trading bot. Now it works on multiple intervals as well. So it can work on now 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, whichever you want to use. So this is on 1 minute interval. Yeah, so and then I mean on 5 minutes I have already shown you. This is 3 minutes interval. There will be, a little bit of again, the performance will differ based off of which interval you're trying to trade it on, and there will be red days as well, not hiding anything. And then this is on 5 minutes as well. So, but again, like you can take partial profits wherever you like. This is just purely calculations done by the bot. And yeah, so that's that. So net profitable, still profitable days. And again, if you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. Okay, so yeah, well, you can see Tesla has been choppy, but the bot is still able to be profitable even with the red days and everything. And again, as I said, this is purely based off of the just the bot signals. No one is stopping you to take profits at the top, right? No one is, you can make more money than the bot if you're manually intervening as well. How I use it is I use this as a reference that buy signal comes in, I try to build my positions, and then I have my stop loss as well. Yeah, and then then I take the profits in the rip. Sometimes I'll follow the sell partial signals as well. Sometimes I'll just, when I see the price action a little bit rejecting, I'll just take the profits at the top as well. Anyways, so yeah guys, and here you can see on the minute interval the performance is better, just for the reason that it has, again, you will have to plug and play on different areas on different stocks. Every stock has its own performance based off of the interval, right? Yeah, my bot can be applied across all my bots, and indicators can be applied across all US stocks and instruments. Okay, anyways, all right, enough talk about this. Nvidia's performance is really good. I love it. All right, let's go to the weekly interval. I mean, on Tesla also it's great. It's just at Tesla it's been choppy, but the performance has been on my bot still great and profitable. And again, everything I just showed you, I'm not hiding anything. I showed you the data on the table, everything. And there are red days as well, okay, not hiding anything. It's all about being net profitable and using these tools as a reference. And if things can make even money on when the things are choppy and downtrending, Tesla has been downtrending, guys. Look at it. And my bot is still making money, okay? Yeah, so when things will start to go up on Tesla as well, I'm expecting performance to increase significantly a lot more from what it is already. It's anything if it can make money in the downtrend as well, on the long side, I mean, I'm happy. All right, so on the weekly interval, what I'm seeing is that we are still in the formation of inverted head and shoulders. So things are on the weekly interval still in the bullish side. The problem on weekly interval will start coming if we close a week below 167. That's when problem will start coming, and I'm really hoping that if this week we can close above 20 weeks moving average, that will be a huge win on Tesla. And this is the, this is the lower channel, right, that we are in. This is the overhead trend line on that. And so if we can get out and above it, then that's a really good move that we want to see. That will really change everything, like whole perspective on Tesla. That will push Tesla back again into $230 range, where that 200 weeks moving average is. So yeah, we got to get out of this resistance of 20 weeks moving average, right? Every week is being pounded down at that level. So yeah. All right, guys, well, that's it for this video. Again, I'm still more in the bullish camp, but this week a little bit tricky going into it, because it's all comes down to, can Tesla now keep pushing through up and up, right? So yeah, and yeah, I gave you the levels, I gave you the areas to watch, bullish areas and weakness areas and bearish areas, right? So that's that. All right, guys, with that, I'll see you in my next video. All right, if you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. All right, bye.